Can I just say it's a good thing I'm a nice guy? Am I allowed to say that? Check my mic settings. My mic, is she a little low? No, 98, 99. Okay. Anyways, how would you like to have that Theta right there? Just free of charge. Considering it's 60 cents right now, what do we got? 2076 times 60, well, 0.60 cents. How would you like to just have someone tell you, if you can get my Theta, you can have it. I think I made a mistake, sent it to the wrong address, and it's all yours if you if you want it. I said, well, he said, I sent it to the Brave browser, but it was an Ethereum address. So I said, do you have the private key or seed phrase? He said, yes. I said, okay, send it to me. So he sent me the private key. I went right over to the Theta token website, entered in his private key for the Brave wallet or whatever, and instantly have access to his Theta. So rather than say, hey, thanks for that, appreciate that, take his Theta, because he said, if you can get it, it's yours. That's his comment to me. I've messed up, and if you can get it, it's all yours. And I said, all right, well, send me the private key. Let me see. Boom. Got right in. There's $1,245 staring me in the face right now. But it's a good thing I'm just a really extra nice guy. And that I'm not desperate. I don't need the money. Because, you know, when you're desperate, you need money. I would have taken him up on his offer. You know what? Hey, I was able to get it. Thanks. And then even then, I'd probably send him something back. Like, hey, dude, thanks for letting me have it, but I got to give you something back. You know, if I'm desperate. But I'm not desperate. I'm blessed. I'm doing very well on my Patreon. I'm very happy. I'm earning a good living these days. Again, I couldn't be more ecstatic and excited and everything. But I just want to share with you, I could have $1,245 in my pocket right now. And by the way, I emailed them back and told them what to do to go get it. And just take it and move it off to your actual Theta wallet, like on your phone app or whatever. But by the way, I got to spend, without giving you the exact number, quite a bit over $10,000 to do a leach field, drain field for my septic tank. This house was built in 1979, and in 83 they made some changes to I think the size of the field or something that was required, different calculations of per person. You know, it used to be 50 gallons of water a day per person, they calculated. Now it's 75. If you got 5 in your house, it'd be 5 times 75, whatever. And that would determine the size of your leach field. However, we live fairly close to a lake out here. And some of our neighbors, especially one of them, have a real nice mound for their septic tank leach field. Some of my other neighbors, I'm not so sure that they have a big mound, maybe whatever. My house doesn't really, there's a little tiny mound. And I don't even think the leach field's over there anyways. So I was having some septic problems recently. We have 8 people living in my house at this point in time. Technically 9. Ian would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't really count Ian, but whatever, you know, because as far as water usage, toilet usage, but there's 8 people in this house right now using the toilet and the showers. We have a friend of our ladies, my wife's friend, with her daughter, just going through a bad divorce. It was either what do you call it, like a woman's shelter or us. So, and she has a dog and a cat. Of course, we have a dog and a cat, and like, oh my god, all these animals, it's a little chaotic over here. But you know how we roll. I could not allow that. So she's staying with us. They're in the process of selling the house. As soon as the house sells, she'll have money to, you know, go get an apartment or whatever she's going to end up doing. So anyways, that one of the neighbors saw that they were getting rid of stuff out of the house, and they're like, are you selling the house? They're like, yeah. Don't even put it on the market. Tell us as soon as you're ready, please. We want to move into this neighborhood. So it's probably going to sell like really quick, which is a good thing. So anyways, point being, I got 8 people using toilets and showers and all this stuff. My septic, it starts gargling downstairs in the bathrooms. I'm like, oh snap. I think the septic tank's full and like it's not working right, you know. So call them out. I had this one septic tank company come out. We can't find it. Well, the clean out's right there by the front door over there. There's a pipe going out that way. Well, yeah, we looked. They were out there for like an hour. Can't find it. They go, we're sure your leach field's out there, but not the septic. I said, well, where could it be? It might be under your house. Nobody in their right mind would put a septic tank under the house. Well, we can't find it. Where else could it be? And I'm like, well, shit. All right, well, how can we find it? Well, we can call one of our other people over here. They'll bring a camera. They'll stick it in the clean out and see if we can find where it's at. They call me. It's going to be like $500 to do that. And I had to pay them, I think, $175 for coming out and not being able to find it. Okay. Hold off on the camera. And that was before I was having problems, by the way. I should have mentioned that. Before we were having problems. I just had this gut feeling, we've been here for 3 years, just about. It was a couple months ago. Maybe a month ago, actually. I think I should just get this thing pumped out. Just having that gut feeling. No problems, just maybe we should do that. I call them out, and then that happened. Okay, so I'm not going to pay you $500 to find my septic tank when I don't really need to know where it is right now. I was just going to do this as like a precautionary measure. A month later, again, my intuition with woo-woo dude, must have been right. We got a problem. It's gargling. It's hard to flush. There's problems downstairs. Oh, crap. I call that person back because I called the former owner of this house. Do you know where the septic is? Yeah, it's right up. You have a little small mound. It's right there. Okay, the septic, not the drain field. Yeah, the drain field's further out. The septic's right there. Okay. Call the company back that I paid. Yellow, listen. I just talked to the former owner. He says it is absolutely right out there by the drain field. Straight shot from the house. By that little mound. Your guys were out here for like an hour. They couldn't find it, but he says it's right there. Well, can you have him call? Give me his number and I'll call him because that doesn't make sense. And blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Give him the number. Never hear back from her. Call back, no answer. Okay, call back again. Let me just leave a message because there's still no answer. Left a message. Hey, did you ever hear anything? I'm going to need some work out here, so I need to know something. No response. No call back still. Okay. Next day, there's a I think I need to call that company. Call that company. They come out here. Other company. One of the workers has only been doing this for 1 week. They found it in 10 minutes flat. Maybe it was 10 minutes. I'm being generous because it might have been quicker than that. They said, well, yeah, your clean out's right there. It's a straight shot. Oh, just like the homeowner told me, the previous. Okay. Wow, you guys found it in 10 minutes. So they got the lids off and all that stuff, started pumping it out. Yes, you got a problem. It's completely full. He goes, we've had a lot of rain here lately. I know you have. I can tell by the grass and the soil. I think your drain field, because it's so saturated with water, is actually back leaking into the septic. And he goes, yeah, you're gonna have problems. He says we can clean this out, but if we have weather like this, it's gonna happen again. And we probably need to get a guy here to give you a quote on a leach field, like a mound and everything. So I'm like, all right, have him come out. So he came out yesterday. They did pump it, by the way. They took care of that, but then he came out yesterday. He's looking around. He did his little soil test thing. You've got water at 12 inches. Right here. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. He goes, there's no doubt that it's backfilling into the septic for sure. And when the guys were cleaning it out, they could tell anyway. So I'm like, all right, so give me a quote. And he gave me a quote. And so anyways, he said it's a big job. They're gonna remove the old one, make a much bigger one, bring in dirt, sand, all that stuff to make the mound. I'm gonna need a grinder pump because the mound's gonna be a little higher now than the septic. So they're gonna have to have force, pressured water to push it through to the leach. So at least it's a grinder pump, and it will grind up everything anyways, make it even more fine, which would be a good thing. But anyway, so I've got an outlet right outside, so I'm gonna just tap into that for the electric, but run that out, conduit and everything, and so they got to get a permit and all this crap. And but he goes, we can do it. So anyways, it's going to cost me well over $10,000 for this. again, I appreciate all my Patreon members. I'm not complaining, but I could have just took $1,245 and it would have made that pain a little bit less, you know. But again, everything's good. I'm glad that I could get this guy his right now $1,245 worth of Theta back, because he made a simple mistake. He sent it to an Ethereum address on his Brave wallet and then realized afterwards, oh crap, uh-oh. And I said, oh, well, you sent me your private key, but let me tell you back, go put it into this address right here on the Theta token site, because I have access to your stuff right now, and I don't need it. Just go get it. So anyways, I want to tell you the story about the septic. It's a painful amount of money for someone to have to spend, but again, Theta's at 60 cents. I had orders filled today as it was over 60 cents, 61. I had some orders right there, just FYI, at 61. Like I said, I think I've already mentioned this, 60 cents was the lower number that I was being told by Spirit, my guides, and Woo gave us a number too, and it's within line with what I was getting, so that was cool. I have some orders filled, but not others. Some are waiting for a little bit higher to fill, and then we wait. And then we wait for the pullback. So it'll be interesting. I would really, really, really love to see DigiByte really take off, maybe over 4 cents. Again, if I can get to the number that I got in my dream, this is going to be so epic. Like, I'll never forget this the rest of my life, that this just started happening. I'm getting dreams with numbers and things, and oh my God, they're giving me crypto. But remember what Rudy Bowman said about DigiByte this coming week. So today is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I don't know if it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He didn't say. He just said next week. So if you, I'll just look real quick on Twitter, Rudy Bowman. See if I can catch that tweet real quick. Okay. September the 15th, he's retweeting something he posted on September 10th. So September 10th, just had a great 3.5 hour chat with a director from a top 10 global tech firm about how DigiByte could build a bridge to the commercial world and play a major role in the world of authentication, authenticity, and DeFi. To be continued. Then he reposted that from the 15th. On the 15th, we are excited to announce that the DigiByte Foundation just had a follow-up call with this leader in IT. We discussed the next best steps to build that bridge to sell DigiByte applications and services to the world. Next week, we will be able to disclose more. Brace for impact. That is a hell of an ending for anybody to write. Brace for impact. What the hell does that mean? If this news happens to bring DigiByte to the level, or even freaking close to the level I got in my dream, which I told you at the time was an absurd number, and I kept getting, is this going to be before October, before this supposed, this crash I'm getting that's going to happen, which again is not set in stone. I don't know for sure. And my guides were like, yep. I'd ask sometime later, yep. You sure? Yep. Okay, I'm going to stop asking before this pendulum swings around and punches me in the mouth for asking him the same damn thing too many times. And then this news came out. Again, today's the 19th. This news came out from him 4 days ago. I've been telling you about this dream since I had it. It's been a few weeks now. So again, if this news is huge, it could propel DigiByte like my dream, where I saw this massive candle in the dream. Oh my God. I can't even see the top. Zoom out. Still can't see the top. Zoom out again. Third time looking. Oh, there it is. And once it got to the top, that one candle, let's call it the hourly or whatever candle time frame, there was another candle and another candle and maybe another candle. So maybe 2-3 more candles after the gigantic long first one. So it basically hit this high number, whatever the hell the number was, and then went sideways, sideways, sideways for a couple of candles. you know, with a bit of up and down, you know what I mean? But not much. Like it didn't come, the candles weren't coming back down to that big one bottom. No, they were like way up there at the high level. So just for example, if it was 4.5 cents, maybe it came down to 4 cents, 4.5, 4.2, you know, like it was that kind of thing, down from like 2 cents. You know, imagine a candle like that. And I got this at like 2.1-ish cents, I believe, for my dream. I'll have to go back and look at my initial posting, but I believe it was around 2.1, maybe 2.2 cents. I don't know. So this is kind of exciting because I'm like, we're all gonna get to see if what I've been told lately by my guides is gonna happen. I'm telling you, the number was stupid high from 2 cents, 2.1. And I'm like, well, I got it. Who am I not to post it on Patreon? I got to tell these people. Because if this happens, there are going to be so many people. Matter of fact, they're already very happy with my Theta call right now. That's great. But this one will be effing epic. If this happens, I just can't wait to see everybody. Oh my God, Joe. Oh my God. It happened. Holy shit. Dude, you just made me this much money. I just did this. I just did that. And I'm going to be like, yeah, and guess what I did? Evelyn, you ready to pay off the house? I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, yeah, you were ready 2 years ago? Yeah, I know. Quit busting my balls on that. She doesn't bust my balls anymore about that. Actually, 3 years ago, technically. End of December, right? January of 2018. 2.75 years ago, whatever. So, anyways, again, I'm glad I could help this dude out. I'm sure he's happy that I didn't just take him up on his offer, because he just flat out said, if it's yours if you can get it. That was it. I'm like, no, you can have it back, dude. It's all good, man. Love you, man. So that's cool. He got that back. Theta's doing great. Again, we hope a pullback's coming, but this would be perfectly in line next week for Digibyte to do this huge move as far as my timing and dreams are concerned with what I got. It would make absolutely perfect sense for sometime next week, when this announcement is made, for Digibyte to do that. I will now say, Joe, what if the announcement's made, but maybe, okay, goes to 3 cents? That's not my number, guys. as you Patreon members know, that's not the number. It's much higher. It got to 3, 3.2, start falling back again. I don't know what I'd say about that. Other than, okay, guys, maybe it's still going to run up before the pullback for some other reason. Is there going to be more news coming? Maybe another week from now, and then we're at the very end and then of the month, and then it happens. I don't know. I don't know what I'll say. I don't know what I'll do. I'm just observing, like you, what happens. I got some information in my dreams and my pendulum and all kinds of stuff. It was really crazy. I'll never forget how terrified I was in that dream, how sick to my stomach when I saw that, and then I said to myself in the dream, because I knew it was Digibyte, yeah, and you don't have any. And it wasn't like that, like a little smile. It was more like, yeah, and you don't have any. You're right. You know, telling myself, you're right. I'm out of the market because I took those 2 trades when I normally should have just took the 1, but the price kept going higher, so I took my rest on my back and just unloaded it. Made great profit. Waiting for a pullback that didn't happen yet. So when I woke up, I was out of the market for real. Going, oh my God, is this imminent? Is this about to happen like within days? I need to get back in right now. I was scared to death. And I felt sick to my stomach as I woke up. Oh my God, what's the price? I don't care. Buy right now. Buy my first big order. Got it. Okay, now I feel comfortable. Now let's see if I can get some of these smaller ones to fill. And it started creeping. Nope. Creeping some more. Nope. Creeping some more. Oh, crap. And then I ended up just getting back in a little bit. And then they creeped down to some of the numbers I wanted. And one of those orders, 2 of those orders filled. And then I was like, okay, I'm back. Jason Nip's back in the game, you know, back confidently and back in Digibyte. And now I've been waiting. But as you know, we had 2.1 cents the other day. I had an intuition feeling, go get some right now, Digibyte. I went and bought some. I then asked my guides, should I have bought that? Absolutely yes. Okay, pendulum. Well, I do have some more stable coin that I could tap into that. Is there another coin besides Digi? Yep. Go through the list of all the coins that I typically mess with. Nope. Theta, yes. Gosh, Theta again? Okay. What was Theta at back then? Like just the other day, 40 something cents? I don't know. When I got that, boom. There goes Theta. It hit 50 to 55, came back down, right? Then it hit 60, which we're at right now. Meanwhile, DigiByte, which was 2.1, is now 2.4. It's a good gain. But Theta was doing great. Oh my God, the guides came through again. Secondary coin, that one. But I decided, even then, I'm not going to get Theta. I'm going to go ahead and double dip on DigiByte. That's what I'm going to do. I just feel like I need to do that. So I double dipped at 2.1. So my profit's pretty nice, going to 2.4, by the way. Which I haven't touched, because again, I'm waiting for this bigger move. And then Woo Dude calls me, Joe, an old horse out of the blue. They just gave it to me again, my guides. Oh, 4 o'clock today, Eastern time. Something big's gonna happen. I don't know, something with DigiByte. That same one. They told me both to tell you that. I go right on to Patreon, guys. Remember my move earlier with double dipping? I just got confirmation that I think that was a great move. Woo Dude just called me. He said something about 4 o'clock today's gonna happen. With Digi. You go, okay. Hour later, it's 4 o'clock. 39% profit. If everybody would have sold, and I think some people did, whatever, in my group. And I just could not believe it. Again, he did that. Same day he says it, it happens. So I have some crazy stuff going on in my life right now, which is epic, crazy in a very positive, awesome way. And I'm hoping that I can use this information to help people gain some profit, get out of debt. You know what I mean? But again, I work for myself now. God help me if my Patreon fumbles. I don't have a job anymore. And I can't go back to the old company because they've already got an IT guy that I brought in to replace me. Nor do I want to do that. I'm moving on with my life where I think Spirit wants me to go in a spiritual way, and I can't be bothered with working for the man somewhere, according to some of the woo-woo friends I talk to. No, Joe, you're on a mission. Spiritual guidance is going to take you. You're never going to go back to that again. So having said that, I think I'll be fine. But what I'm telling you is I can't just come out here and give everything for free, because who the hell's going to want to go to my Patreon? But I did have a thought the other day after talking with somebody, one of my friends, that maybe this next big move in Theta, the number that Woo Dude we've been talking about, after we see what happens here shortly, because I think this next big number for Theta will be, I think it'll be after the crash, and so does he. So does he, Woo Dude. If it happens before that, sorry, I'm not telling you, but I'll tell you when it happens, because we already have the number in Patreon. But if it after, like, in other words, if DigiByte does its thing, this is great, blah 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 blah. Okay, we've had the pullback. Now we're waiting for the next big number for Theta. I might just come out for fun to let y'all know, even though y'all aren't in my Patreon, some of y'all. Here's the number for this move. I'll give you this one because it's just going to be epic. It's a real good number for Theta. And if you've got some and you're not my Patreon, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you anyways, just in case this happens. You can capitalize on this. And again, it's always a just in case, because I'm not ever going to come out here and tell you I know with absolute certainty the price is going to do this. I got it in a dream, and my dreams are never wrong. And no. As a matter of fact, it's a little crazy to be placing some of these bets, so to speak, on my freaking dreams. But if they weren't coming true, and what can you say? So anyways, Saturday, have a nice day. Nothing real new to report on at this moment, besides the liberals flipping out about Trump and the Supreme Court. We're going to burn the bitch down. We'll burn this bitch down if he tries to pick a Supreme Court justice before the elections. He might. The Senate, it's up to the Senate. They could do it. But do they need to? We have a liberal Supreme Court justice who's now removed. So he could still get that, what used to be a 5-4 ruling or whatever. Although you might say, well, now it could be a 4-4. Which, again, that could happen too, because we have, instead of the 5-4, it's a 4-4, it's a tie. And in that case, does it automatically go through? Let's pause this. I'm just curious. Be right back. Okay, here's the answer from years ago. 2016. What happens in a Supreme Court tie? How the court operates with a justice out sick, for example. Just getting through here. Let me pause. Hang on. Okay, so this is interesting. So it said if it's a 4-4, for example, it even says that 4-4. It says 4-4 ties are hardly unheard of. Justices do recuse themselves from time to time. Blah blah blah. It essentially says a split decision effectively upholds the ruling of the lower court, presumably a state Supreme Court. So let's just go here. Trump knows there are some states with good Republicans in there, with good Republican Supreme Court justices of the state. He could easily take it to one of those states, the argument about mail-in ballots, for example, being illegal, and we need to vote in person, whatever, and he'll take it to one of the states' Supreme Court. They'll rule in favor, and someone may argue, well, let's take it to the Supreme Court of the United States, the federal Supreme Court, and Trump will be like, well, okay, someone's questioning this, let's go for it. Supreme Court takes the case. 4-4 ruling, lower court, lower Supreme Court, state Supreme Court rules. And since the Supreme Court ruled on this, does that mean that now applies to the whole country, not just the state in question? Be interesting to see how that goes. So, take care.